guys, I'm on my way home. School is officially out for summer, so I'm hoping that traffic is a little bit better than it usually is, but I guess we'll see. But I do want to talk to you guys about Brianna K today, because she did this video, and of course she had a sponsor plug, and anytime I see these influencers plug something, I realize that for some people it can be intriguing. Like, people that aren't kind of on the side of influencer culture to say, you know what, they probably don't even use that, they're just saying it because a company is paying them to. For people that aren't on that side of it, I'm not saying that they're stupid or anything like that. They just haven't seen the other side of it. And for people like that, anytime I see an influencer plug these mediocre or, very average products, I automatically want to tell you guys other products that you can use if you're not interested in supporting a brand that would work with an influencer. Because I know some of you guys, like myself, you don't like supporting brands that support influencers. And I've heard that from many of y'all, so that's not just something that I'm randomly making up just to throw something out there. I've talked to so many of you guys that are like, oh, I used to use Tula skincare and I don't use them anymore because they worked with Love Meg, or even like baby products and stuff like that. I know for a fact that a lot of y'all are out there, but I wanted to hit on some other things that she also said in her video. First of all, this has kind of been a running joke, but Brianna constantly fills her footage with these random questions that nobody cares about. So one of the questions today was, do you like summer or fall better? I'm like, how many times are you going to ask these people what their favorite season is?
What do you like better though, summer or fall? Let me know in the comments.
I mean, and on top of it, if you've asked it before, it's not worth asking again. It's not a question that's that exciting, at least in my opinion. I don't know. If I was asking y'all questions, I would rather hear about your favorite meal, or where you like to vacation in the summer, or what your favorite new makeup product is. I don't know, like, favorite season just is like, to me, it's as cookie cutter as you can get. And the whole point is not to hate on Brianna or anything like that. I can only speak from my own content, but she's a great example of one of these influencers that got fairly popular enough where she could do YouTube full time and hire her husband for a short period of time. Then she moved to Hawaii. She wasn't even honest about her Hawaii move, so that kind of started the inconsistencies with her. Then, we have everything that's going on now, and I've said from the beginning, nobody's asking for 500 details, but months ago it could have been something very surface level to say, I'm going through some stuff. If you guys see me acting a little weird or having an off day or something like that, just know that I'm dealing with some things on the back end. At the end of the day, this life change that she's going through is public knowledge. Everybody knows by now that there is a divorce happening. I'm not going to sugarcoat it anymore, guys. Like, 90% of the people that watch my channel know exactly what's happening because it's public knowledge. I did my best for the longest time to not come out and say it, but it's been months now. And she hasn't even mentioned it at a surface level. So, she wants to keep up this reputation of everything's, sunshine and rainbows. you know, most people know by now what's going on. So whatever. Part of the video was also her receiving a plant. And it's funny because she said that the plant cleans the air, but most plants do that. Like most house plants, that's part of the reason why people have plants in their house. Before I get into the skincare part of the video, I want to talk about one of the questions that she received in the live chat. She always does these premieres, and based on what I understand, kind of the point of a premiere is that you can interact with your subscribers as the video is playing. So if they have questions, you can be there to answer them. And it's just another way that you can interact with people. Well, one of her subscribers asked, because, you know, Bree was cleaning out the bathroom in the Ohio house, and a subscriber was curious and said, oh, did you have renters in the house when you guys were in Ohio? Pretty basic question. She wasn't asking for any like crazy details or anything like that. I saw some more questions go by, and I was like, I know that there's a delay, so let me give her a couple extra minutes to see if she's going to answer this. And sure enough, she literally, like, straight up ignored that person's question. She acted like it wasn't even there. Now, the only other kind of reasoning that I could think of would be if that person is blocked from her channel, but then I don't even know if the question would have shown up. So I don't think that that's, I just don't think that that's a reason. I personally think what happened was Bree just didn't feel like answering the question. Simple. She didn't want to answer it. She figured that if she ignored it, then other people in the chat wouldn't pay attention to it and life would just go on. That's my conspiracy. But this is part of what she does with the ignoring questions and, you know, not giving people any info, even at a very surface level. Like, them having renters in the Ohio house has nothing to do with what she's going through. That's literally like such a unrelated question that could have been answered. I don't understand why it was ignored. But sure enough, she went on to other questions, and that was all she wrote. So I thought that was interesting. The person that asked the question didn't like ask it 2 or 3 times. But yeah. When it came to the skincare sponsor that she had in this video, I don't understand why these skincare companies send products and offers to these cleaning influencers. What I'm trying to say is, if they would send it to someone who did a fair amount of beauty content or skincare content, at least then the plug would have a little bit more information than just, oh my god, I love this product and this is my code and go see my description box. Because when I'm listening to an ad placement, even if it's, say it's from someone that I've never watched before, and I might not look at them as like your typical influencer, I'm still going to be listening to hear how much info do they give me about this product. Do they only give, you know, do they give no info at all? Or are they at least telling me some of the active ingredients, the price, you know, bare minimum, tell me the price, bare minimum, especially in this economy. People don't have money to be spending $60 on a fucking face mask. You know, and specifically when we're talking about like a wash off face mask that literally goes down the sink after you wear it for 10 minutes. It's ridiculous. So she does the plug, and the first thing that she got all excited about was their one clay mask. Okay, I'll throw a photo right here of it. And I immediately went to the brand's website out of curiosity, and the first thing I noticed that it has in there is coconut oil. Coconut oil is a big problem for a lot of people, specifically with leave-on products. I know that when it's a wash-off product, people have less issues with it, but for me, coconut oil is just one of those ingredients that I can stay away from and feel really good about it. And I know that that's not across the board, but as soon as I noticed that, I shied away from the product. And the second thing simultaneously that I noticed was that it's $60. So yeah, you get a code, but let's also think of, if it's that good, you're going to want to buy it again. And what if you don't have a code when you go to buy it again? $60 for me, and then I'm not sure what their shipping costs are like, if they do free shipping over $75, if it's free shipping over $100. Every site is a little bit different. So for me, $60 for a wash-off face mask is just way too much. Now, if you guys want a recommendation for an affordable mud mask that's wash-off, same format, look at the Origins Clear Improvement charcoal mask. That's a really good one. I've used it off and on for many years. It's been around for ages. And it's really good. It's simple. There's not a lot of bells and whistles to it or anything like that. You can also get it in a travel size, which makes it even cheaper, because for me, clay mask is not something that I'm using every day. It's something that I might use maybe 2 to 3 times a month. So why am I spending $60 when I'm using it, call it twice a month for 10 minutes and washing it down the sink? So the other thing that she talked about was their cleanser. And same deal. So their shtick is, oh, everything has clay in it. Whoop-de-doo, whatever. If you guys want a cleanser with a little bit of clay to help, clean out your pores and balance out your skin a little bit if you have oily skin, you can look at the First Aid Beauty cleanser that has red clay in it. That's available at Sephora, and it's pretty affordable. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of cleansers that have clay in them. I would rather just use a mask. For me, I just need a really simple cleanser. It doesn't need to be anything super expensive or super fancy. CeraVe cleanser is really good. If you want something that's a little pricier, you can look at the Youth to the People, kale and spinach, whatever cleanser. That one's really nice. For me, a cleanser has just never really been something that I need to spend a ton of money on. And I know that's a personal preference, but I know if you guys are like me, the thought of spending a whole bunch of money on, of all things in your skincare routine, a cleanser and a face mask would be the last two things that I'm going to put extra money towards. Now, once we start talking about like serums or anti-aging treatments, things like facial peels and things like that, then I can get into spending a little bit more money. But yeah, a mask and a cleanser is definitely bottom on my list. So I wanted to give you guys some alternatives, specifically when it comes to those of you that might be interested in these products, but you don't want to support the, brands that work with a lot of influencers. I totally get that too. But Brie is just, it's just funny to me at this point. People, I don't get many comments, but there have been a couple. I would say collectively over the last month, I might have had 5 to 6 comments from people saying, oh, well, she doesn't owe subscribers anything. She doesn't owe them any information. No way. And I guess that you missed my message, because my message was never she owes subscribers information. That's never been my argument. My argument has been give a surface level explanation as to why her mood might be up and down and left and right, and why you're moving back to Ohio and subscribers are finding your Hawaii home listed for sale and then under contract, and then you're saying that you're going back to Hawaii even though your house is under contract and sold. So subscribers will put two and two together. So my whole thing was always just like, if you give them a reasoning, hey, we're going through a life change, then when they see that your Hawaii home is on the market, then they're going to understand what you mean by that. Nobody said that you have to spill the tea and put out all this info. Nobody ever said that. That's ridiculous. I understand that that's really difficult, and I understand it on a really personal level. I really do. So just because I say give a surface level reasoning, let's not twist that into, oh, so-and-so deserves all the info. And it's funny because fucking Dad Challenge podcast over there, I know that some of y'all hate when I mention him. Get over it. I don't know what to tell you. But he was sitting over on one of his little weird groups that he has, and he was saying, this was back in like early May, oh, there's going to be some info coming out about Brianna K. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. I hope that other commentary channels don't say anything either. Blah, blah, blah. There's going to be a big news coming and all this kind of bullshit. And he acted like he was above it and he had class and he wasn't going to talk about Brianna K because he made that, he made that promise and he's not going to talk about her and blah, blah, blah. But the problem with that is the other day in a video, he picked up his stupid pineapple and said, oh yeah, Brianna K, aren't you going through a divorce?
Why you do it? Hi, how's Ohio? Ohio. I heard you went to Disney without your kids. You asshole. Why would you do that? No, there's no reason. I'm sorry. I don't care. No, I didn't want to know your excuse. You literally went to Disney with a bunch of women without your children? You idiot. Aren't you going through a massive divorce right now? You need to relax, focus on the family, is all I'm telling you, okay? No, I know. I'm waiting for them to smash the like button. No, that's why I called you. I just got to burn some time here. Talk about you, so I'm not really talking about you kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? I know. Well, I hope it was fun. I didn't get too drunk or anything like that. Didn't make any big mistakes or whatever. Hope all is well. Yeah, okay.
So you didn't even tiptoe around it. But he's a hypocrite. I'm not surprised. But anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. But I wanted to talk to you about that. What do you think about, these influencers doing brand deals that they're getting paid a lot of money for, and then not giving any information about the product, like not listing prices, not listing how big the fucking containers are. I don't expect them to be chemists, but if you're getting paid, in between, let's call it in between $2,000 and $7,000, $8,000, depending on your reach and your engagement level, you should be held to a higher standard by others on the internet. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're in such a privileged fucking position. It's embarrassing that you would sit there and say, oh, I love this product so much, I use it every day, and then you're not giving any information about the product. To me, that's just kind of a disgrace, and I want to talk about it. So either way, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.